Hello everyone and welcome to today's morning report with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Tech Markets for Friday the 28th of March. The handover that we've had from the Asian session has been actually fairly positive for equity markets. The Asian markets actually pushed on the news with the announcement that Chinese Premier Li was alluding to the fact that China would be ready to engage fresh stimulus, and that has helped the Asian economy. Sorry, the Asian markets push higher. The Nikkei was 0.5% higher. The Shanghai stocks were also higher as well. That actually came on the back of, came after a fairly disappointing close, a second disappointing close for Wall Street in a row there. But certainly the sentiment from Asia has actually spilled over into European markets today. Not really seen yet in the currency markets. Far more cautious there. The euro is under a little bit of pressure once more again in the early European trading hours. Sterling is slightly positive, and dollar yen, as ever, is fairly neutral. No real steer going on there, but certainly at the moment there's been no real reaction to the Japanese inflation last night that came in line with expectations at 1.3%. So dollar yen continues to remain fairly neutral and unresponsive to any impact at the moment. The key data that we need to be watching out for today is the starts off actually with 9:30 with the final reading of UK GDP for the Q4 2013. That's set to come in line with expectations, in line with the previous readings at 2.7%. But probably more interesting than that would be the German inflation data that comes out at 1 o'clock GMT this afternoon. The expectation is for 1.1%, so a decline back from 1.2% last month. Expectation of 1.1% would suggest a further slide in inflation. You can certainly see a trend going on here in German inflation, a downtrend back below and towards that 1% figure. And this could be interesting for traders of the euro, certainly in front of the key European flash inflation figure that comes out on Monday, the flash data for March, that is. So that could be a very interesting lead for that data that comes on Monday. Obviously, deflation in the eurozone is a big driver of the euro, certainly recently in light of the comments of the ECB President Mario Draghi and also Jens Weidmann as well from the Bundesbank, suggesting that possible further monetary stimulus measures could be used for the euro to stave off deflation and try and generate economic growth. So that's coming out today at 1 o'clock. So the euro could be set for a bit of volatility around about that time. Then we're going to be looking at the final reading of Michigan confidence, Michigan consumer sentiment, that comes out at 155. Forecast to come in at 80.5 today. The chart of the day that I'm going to look at is going to be euro yen. On the back of that Japanese inflation data that came out yesterday, it would be interesting to look at the euro yen chart, and certainly what I think now has been a bit of a breakdown. We've had that, as I said, on that range earlier on dollar yen that continues to move. Euro yen is actually leading that downwards. Maybe that is a sign that dollar yen is going to be pushing lower as well. Euro yen had been trading sideways in this band between 140.40 and 141.97, so pretty much 142 there. Had been trading in that range for about 2 weeks or so, but it now looks like it's breaking down, and certainly the early European trading with the weakness of the euro has pushed that rate lower. Certainly it's broken that uptrend. Also, it's trading underneath the shorter moving averages as well, so suggests a deteriorating outlook. These momentum indicators on the daily chart are all corrective as well. And you could well be seeing a move back towards this $1.39 level, and I'll show you on the intraday chart why I think that's going to be the case. You've got this trading range, as I said, that implies a downside break of around about 150 basis points, with the move measured between the two, the high and the low projected downwards. That gives us just around about 139 for the downside target, and that's what we've seen in the early trading. I'll zoom, and I think that with the falling moving averages on this chart, and also the momentum indicators in negative configuration, I think the outlook is fairly negative. Just on this daily chart again, as I said, these shorter moving averages are also rolling over as well. You're back also underneath this pivot level that had been used as the basis of support and resistance for quite some time. That actually now has broken to the downside, which suggests that that could now become the basis of resistance once more. So the outlook is certainly increasingly negative for euro yen, and I expect further downside towards that $1.39 mark. So any sort of rallies back towards that 140.40 resistance, old support, now turns into resistance. I think that is now a chance to sell this chart. Anyway, I wish you good luck in your trading on euro yen today, and I will speak to you later. Thank you.